Artlist.io.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing today? Welcome back to Small Town Talk. Um, Gosh, it's been a little bit since I've done a video, but there's that's not because of lack of content. That's for sure. There's a lot going on right now, and today I've been watching a lot of media and seeing a lot of things. And today, I just really want to talk about, the fact that none of the major news outlets are covering what's going on in New York and Chicago and all these big cities that are taking in these immigrants. Man, I'm floored at really, you know, I'm floored at what's going on because it's crazy. I mean, it is crazy, you know. Um you have the only media that you have are these small media outlets, these secondhand media outlets that are going on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. They're all covering it. They're all putting people feet on the ground and in front of these places. I mean, what do we think now, guys? I mean, I don't know how much of it you all have watched, but if you're just watching your daily news channel, it's not enough. You're not going to figure out anything by doing that. But gosh, we got a lot of damn things kicking off here. And like I said before, get ready, guys, because it's not anymore of if it's gonna happen, it's when. And you need to be prepared. You need to prepare yourself. But anyhow, um, I guess what gets me is I watched several videos just this morning. Man, these people are from all over. They're from Somalia. They're from China. They're from Venezuela. They're from, I mean, all over the world. And they're coming in here. And there's already been video after video after video of them flashing their cards and telling them, oh, we came here. We're UN. We work for the UN, you know? And UN is obviously it's peacekeeper, you know? But they got all these people coming in here and they're just waiting on the phone call supposedly. But meanwhile, we're putting them up in like 4 and 5 star hotels, and hotels like the Roosevelt in New York City and things like that. I mean, that is nuts. I mean, they completely shut it off to everybody just so it can hold immigrants. You know, supposedly the owners are getting $400 per room per day to house these immigrants and feed them, I guess. And one might say, well, why would they do that? Why would they want to close their hotel just to you know, um have a bunch of immigrants go in and tear it up because that's what's happening. I mean, there's a lot they're not taking care of the place, that's for sure. But then whenever you run the numbers, I mean, my God, there's 400 rooms there, $400 per room per day. I mean, when you're talking about, $1.1 million a week, that could change your mind. I mean, possibly. I'm thinking that could of guaranteed money. That could change your mind pretty quick, I would imagine. But I'm going to tell you right now, if if you think that these people are just real innocent and they're not doing anything wrong and they're just doing their thing, I'm telling you right now, it's not the truth. It's not the truth at all. And it's kind of a crazy situation, really, with it happening. It's people are selling drugs, right out in the open. They're stealing bicycles and mopeds and taking the tags off of them and driving them illegally, and no one's getting caught, no one's getting blamed, and you know, they're doing all kinds of illegal stuff right in front of us. And you know, half of them don't want to be here. Well, the majority of them don't give a shit about the United States. They're here because they're getting paid. It's a job, you know? And it's sad that we've got these guys, they're getting checks every month, living for free and not working, and we got veterans sleeping on the street. Man, god dang. It just it crawls through me, man. It pisses me off. It just pisses me off. I don't understand. And then these people got the nerve to be telling people on the streets, videotaping, that they can't. Screw you, man. I mean, this is America. You ain't in Somalia no more. You know, what's on this sidewalk, we can do whatever the hell we want. You know? And these people are trying to shun them out and kick them off the sidewalk, wanting them not to videotape. Why? I mean, there's something wrong. You don't want to get seen. I mean, you know, are you wanted? I mean, what's the reason for that? Oh, we don't want people really see what's going on because they're not showing it. They're not showing it on your television set on what's really happening. Because they don't want the people to understand that the truth is they are not here as illegal immigrants that just came here. We've brought them here. We brought them here. We've opened up the floodgates and let them come in. The UN is part of it. I promise you, people, there's been videos of them with United Nations trailers loaded full of guns, handguns, you know, Beretta 9mm and AR-15s and all sorts of guns, brand new in the box, stocked up. Now, why would they need guns? I mean, I thought they were peacekeepers. Guys, they're here to do the job that most of our military and police wouldn't. You get that? You get what I'm saying? They're here to do what they wouldn't, because most Americans won't turn on their own people. But I guarantee you, you bring someone in here from Afghanistan or Somalia or Venezuela, they have no problem with it. None. None. We're having all these riots all across the country, praising what happened to Hamas, what they did in Israel. You know, guys, I'm not saying that what's going on in Israel right now is right. And I'm not saying that I truly believe our government started that whole ordeal. But we have always defended Israel. And I don't think we should stop doing that. And, you know, maybe if you're not a religious person, maybe that doesn't mean two shits to you. And I get that. But the fact is, we've always, you know, had their back, and I don't think that'll stop now. But do I think we started this shit? Yep. Yeah, I do. I sure do. And there's probably multiple reasons why we're doing it. One big one is the election. One big one is we know that if we're in wartime, we won't have an election. The next one is this is all turning into um, really about Iran, you know, which what does Iran do? They have the oil. You know what I mean? Like we haven't gone down this road before, you know? And that idiot president that we have, he sold off all of our reserves. So now we have to get oil from other places. And it's really unbelievable to me that really things haven't got crazy yet, to be honest with you. I'm surprised. It's coming. I mean, I do truly believe it's coming. And a lot of us are going to stand up and do whatever we can. We won't be run over. Not here. Not in this day and age. There's too many people willing to fight for what we believe in. And it astounds me really what they're doing. I mean, it's like, I guess China and Russia have both been kind of poking the bear. They've been poking us for a while now since Biden's been in office. Messing with our planes and messing with our ships and just kind of taunting us like, ha ha ha, what are you gonna do? And now, you know, now we've got a conflict, several of them. I mean, this is not just a little thing. This is not just about Israel and Hamas. That is not what this is about at all. This is about a lot of things. This is about Israel. This is about Iran mostly. This is about Russia, Ukraine, China. I mean, now China, I guess, is messing with the Filipinos. Something's going on over there, which, of course, that's going to start off now. We're going to start seeing them push towards, Taiwan probably. And this is a worldwide conflict, guys. I mean, a lot of people have their feet in it, and they're choosing sides right now. And there's a lot of people against the United States right now, a lot of countries that really, to be quite frank with you, we thought we were going to have on our side. And they're really not showing that, like Turkey. Turkey's one of them. And our air bases are getting attacked, and people are dying. Americans too. There's been several. And guys, we gotta prepare ourselves for what's coming. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people in this country right now that don't like this country, and we've let them in. And it's a sad, sad day. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I promise you that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I hope. I hope things don't turn well and don't escalate into nuclear war. I pray to God that doesn't happen. Although it could, you know, I mean, if you want to know the truth, what do I think it looks like with these people here? I think it's going to be terrorism. You know what I mean? But I think they're going to do major, major things to our infrastructure, is what I believe. You know, close off major highways, shut down power grids, things like that. That will actually devastate this country and the people in it. Not too many people anymore, especially not any kids, even can fathom what life would be like without um, a cell phone or the internet, much less no power, no refrigeration, no heating, no cooling. I mean, they have no clue, you know? And a lot of adults don't know how to handle anything like that either, you know? There's a few of us out here who obviously we were old enough to remember when we didn't have any of that, but some have just got so adapted to it that they're not going to know what to do. They're going to know how to handle themselves, you know? It's going to get crazy, guys. It's going to get real crazy. And like I say, I pray it doesn't go absolutely nuts and turn into a nuclear war, because that's liable to be the end of a huge part of us anyway. And there's going to come a time, if you're here, you know what I mean? If we're here when it happens, there's going to come a time when you're going to have to make some pretty tough choices, you know? And it's not going to be easy to do, but you're going to have to do it for your family's sake, for your livelihood, for your friends, you know, and you're going to have your own circle because there's going to be a lot of people out there, and you're not going to know who to trust and who not to trust. So keep your circle close. You know what I mean? Make yourself a plan, a place to go, and know where you're going to go if the shit hits the fan. Know what you're going to do, you know? Daily, every day, I've been putting back stuff for years, and I've lost some of it in the whole thing that's been going on with me for several years, but I mean, I have myself a two-way radio. I have myself a small generator, solar powered generator. And that sounds crazy, but it won't be so crazy if the power goes out, will it? And having that two-way communication, that ham radio, that won't be so crazy either when all the communications in the cell phones go out, because I have mine and I can talk all over the world with it. I can listen to what's going on with it. And of course you say, well, if it's an EMP or something, it'll take that out. Well, yeah, it will, but I've got it. I'm prepared to save what electronics that I need saved. You know, all that used to be crazy talk. It's not so much crazy talk anymore. And I think a lot of people that thought everybody was nuts and had aluminum foil hat on is now going, holy shit, this is really happening, because it is, guys. It is. Get yourself some water. Once again, get yourself some food. I mean, be prepared. There's just no sense in not being ready for what's coming. And I mean, there's no sense at all. I think that I think really that we need to really sit down and think about things. I'm serious, I mean, I've went over things with my kids, not and there's a lot of details that I need to discuss. It's hard to discuss in that with 15 and 14-year-old, you know what I mean? Because they still have I'm sure in the back of their head, like a lot of people are thinking, okay, dad, you're being a little bit ridiculous. You know what I mean? You're just, okay, whatever, And you got your son. Oh, no big deal. I know how to shoot. Blah 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 blah. Well, son, I know that your talk is big, but reality is that you're gonna have to. You're probably gonna have to go hide and take care of a few other things, because you know it's gonna be real. Things are gonna get real, and I know that sounds real doom and gloom and depressing, but it's just the reality we live in now. You know, I mean, it's our reality. It sucks, but it's our reality. And until this happens, nothing's going to change in this country. Maybe it's the end. Maybe it's the end for all. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it is. I don't know when it's coming and when it's not. But I know this. I know until all of us stand up and fight for what we believe in, nothing's going to change in this country, and we need a lot of drastic changes in this country. A lot. And people are going to have to take on a different mentality in this country. I mean, it's got to change. It's got to. Well, guys, I pray for all of us, and man, be aware of your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel. Go get yourself some extra supplies and some food. Be prepared for what's coming, you know? And I want y'all to have a great day, and God bless.
Artlist.io